What's up, everyone? It's me, CN.TSUKAIMA, and welcome to CN.Figures. Figures in your house. And for this tour review, we're going to look at the McFarlane Toys Doom action figure Marauder. And this guy looks very sick. I really like his package. You can see the figure inside with the accessories that he comes with. And right there in the top, there's the name of the game. And right here, we get a picture of the character longer with his name. And this side, we get a picture of the figure. And again, we see Doom. And there's McFarlane Toys right there in the top. And also here. And there's the name of the character. And the back side, we get a picture of the figure. It looks pretty good. Again, Doom and McFarlane Toys right in there in the top in the corner. There's nothing in the top side or in the bottom side, so enough chatting. Let's take him out. Here's the figure out of his box, and he's out the chain, and he's loaded of good work all around this guy. I love his height, and he's all articulated. But tell the truth, I never played the game Doom before. I seen videos, and I seen some people playing it. The game was cool, but I did see the movie of Doom before where The Rock is. The movie was pretty sick. And this is an amazing figure right here. I love it. Okay, now let's get on with the accessories that this guy comes with. Okay, he comes with this stand, and there's not a lot to talk about. Only has the name of the game, and there's the peg, and there's really nothing in the backside at all. I don't know why they give this to this figure, that this figure can stand very well. But he comes with this weapon, and this piece looks so freaking sick. Came out so good. Look all that great work that this weapon has all around it. Especially love the red color they use on this part. It has a little bit of detail in both sides, and you can see my fingers right through it just a little bit. And right here in the corners, it has some cracks. I like it, but it's kind of pointy what I'm holding around my finger, so please be careful right here, but not the horns. The horns, you can move them, but I love the added this skull right there in the top. It looks so amazing. You can see the eyes, the nose, the horns, and the teeth in both top and bottom. And it has some spikes right there in the top. More good detail right here in the bottom. It has a bunch of nice sculpting, and also has some nice colors. And also right here in the bottom, it has more sculpting, but not a lot to talk about. Okay, now let's get back with the figure. And here's my Marauder again. Not just only the bottom mode is loaded with nice work, also the head sculpt is loaded with bunch of nice detail all around it. And why do I feel the toy is kind of heavy? I don't know why. It's that this guy, he ain't that big. Anyways, look at the head sculpt. It looks very incredible. Hold it. Let me zoom in. There we go. And that looks very sick. I love all that nice work they put here, like the black color on his nose. I really like it. And it has more black color on the eyes, and each eye has a little bit of gold color in the inside. It is all sculpted, and it has wrinkled. And I love the design that he has on his mask right there in the front side of his face. It's also sculpted, but the horns came out very good. I love the sculpting, love the color, love the detail, and you can move them just a little bit. And also goes the ones he has on his ears and each side of his head. Also has the exact same design like the ones over here. And right there in the top side of his head has some spikes right there, sculpted very good. And the back side of his head has some more detail like veins popping out, and the head feels kind of soft, and there's more sculpting, and I like the color of his skin. Yeah, the color of his skin is very good. He looks like he's all pale, but take a good look right there on his chest. It has some nice detail like veins popping out. It has a little bit of dark color that makes this figure look so good. I never played the game Doom before, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, but look what he has here on his chest. It has a red colored dot right there. And all around this part is so sculpted. I love the color. And look at the armor he has on his arm. It looks very nice. Look at that nice design. I like it. More detailed sculpting. And he has like spikes right here on the gauntlet. And I love the color. But look in the backside of his armor right here on his hand. He has some nice detail and a little bit of gray color all around it. And he has some armor right there on his thumb and also on the fingers. It has a little bit of detail, and there's the knuckles. And there's not a lot on this side, on the back side of his arm. It has like a bunch of black shaded colors all around it, but it's also sculpted. I think these are straps that he has around it, but I love it. And there's not a lot to talk about on this arm, but look on the skin of his arm. It shows a vein all around it. And you can move this part right here on the shoulder. It has the exact same design, the one over here, but this one here is kind of different because look, right here the armor is big, and right here the armor is small. But either way, it has a nice design. And the backside of this guy, you can see his muscles, but the Shirley's added some veins. That would be nice. And you can see the buckles right there with some black color and a little bit of silver around it. More muscles here in this part, and we get a little bit of light color brown right here in this corner. And right there in the back and the elbow, it has some more detail here, more black color around, and more straps, more buckles. Whoa, this is good here. I did not saw that. In the back side of his hand, it shows more veins. That's very nice. And each finger has a sharp claw nail that looks very good. And also the one right here on his thumb, that came out pretty sick. I like it. And all the fingers are sculpted together, and there are the knuckles right there. But the muscles that he has right there on his waist, it also has a little bit of shaded colors, and you can see more buckles here in the top. And right here in this piece, it has a little bit of spikes and a little bit of color here. But the spikes that he has here, they're not pointy, they're kind of small. But in the waist, look what they added here. They added a bunch of bullets in this half. And you can see more detail right there in the top of his waist. And we get a little bit of black color in the back side. Whoa, this part of this figure came out very good. And you can see more muscles right there in the bottom of his back, and with a little bit of black shaded paints around it. And look, I love this part of this figure. I don't know what they are. I think they're skulls. Yeah, there are skulls. For a moment, I thought they were grenades, but no, if you get a good look, you can see some eyes, the mouth, and some horns. I think these are skulls from aliens. And I love this nice design of his clothes right here. Looks very good. And this side doesn't has no skulls, but it does have some pockets. And these pieces came out very good. And this pocket here has a little bit of gold detail. In the back side, it has more detail and it's so sculpted. And you can move these parts in each one. But the ones over here, you can't move them that much, but it does has more sculpting. But I think these parts are kind of hard, and the ones are here, they're not. And I just realized the color is dark green. Now I see it. It looks very good right here. And there's more in the inside. Whoa, look on his belt. It has a little bit of shiny color. And on his belt is sculpted very good. Well, there's not bullets on this side. They should have added more bullets all around the waist. That'll be very cool. And we get more silver color right here on his legs. Look at that good detail that each one has in the front and also on the back. And they're all sculpted because it has some more straps, more pieces of armor. And look at his huge boots. This is sick. And around the knee has like some type of circle around it. And I think the colors here are a little bit different, but I don't know what type of color it is. But it does has a little bit of light color around it, little bit detail in both sides, and the front more sculpting, and we see more buckles or straps, and it has more black color, little bit of silver around it, and there's not a lot around like the tip right here, but it does has a little bit of good design here, and all that. I really like it. Now let's get on with his articulation. You can move his head side to side, and I don't think you can move his head all around, because if you do, it gets stuck just a little bit. He can look down. He doesn't look up that much. He can look straight. He has a ball joint around the neck. And I think the arms are going to be a little bit tricky, because I don't think you can move his arms all around like a complete rotation in each one. You can only move them back and forth, maybe because of the parts that he has on the shoulders. Well, these pieces, you can move them around. And definitely he doesn't have no bicep swivel. Oh, I forgot to show you his muscles on his arm here and also on his chest. But he has some rotation on the pieces where the elbow is. He has no double jointed there, but you can bend it. And he does have some wrist articulation, a little bit vivid. He has some torso articulation. You can bend him back and forth, ball joint. And he doesn't have no waist articulation. You can open his legs this much. You only take a little bit from the front and a little bit on the back. And he doesn't have no double joint around the knee, but he does have some leg rotation. And he has rotation around this part of the leg. And he has some ankle articulation. I didn't know that these parts you can move them. Well, he doesn't have no extra articulation around the toes. Comparing size, but first let's see how tall this figure stands. He stands just exactly 7.5 inches tall. Here he is with my Shao Kahn figure, and I think Shao Kahn is a little bit taller than him. Here he is with my Marvel Legends Hercules, and you can see that this guy is taller than Hercules. And here he is with my DC Multiverse Destro, and you can see that this guy is taller than Destro. And here he is with my favorite Marvel Celeb, Thanos. And there you have it, guys. I really love his axe right there. I love the color, and I love the design right there in the top. That looks very sick. I love the color of his skin. The muscles are sculpted very good. And also the horns came out very sick. Everything what McFarlane Toys done here is incredible. Everything came out very good. I just love the artwork, what they done here. Okay guys, this is all for today, so thank you for watching today's review. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to share this video, go ahead, be my guest. Comment, but remember, do not leave any offensive comments or saying bad words. If you do that, your comment will be removed from this video. And subscribe to the channel because I'm almost to 800 subscribers. So please guys, subscribe right now. Please subscribe. And also, I'll be doing more tour reviews around this month. And please follow my Facebook page, CN.Figures. Follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. And I catch you guys on the next video. So take care, be safe, keep on hunting, keep on collecting. This is CN.TSUKAIMA in, well, I don't know how to say his name, Marauder, and we're out in line.